Okay, so here we are at a 5-minute quickie again. And 5-minute quickies sometimes seem to be rushed, and they're not rushed because they take longer than 5 minutes. But we live in a world, don't we? We live in a world where everything is quick fixes. The old mind hack, I've talked about that so many times, but everyone's looking for a quick fix. And I guess in this world of the technology and the way the world is progressing, everything is accelerating in such a manner that maybe we feel that we have to rush in the same way. And I think probably you do, and you don't. Obviously, you have to rush a little bit to keep up. But on the other hand, I think you need to just think that maybe fast is too fast. Because here in personal development, we're talking about personal development. It's unplugged, really trying to concentrate on the things that really work. And yes, I know NLP processes work on speed. The unconscious mind loves speed. It changes with speed. It can take a little bit of time, but it loves speed. And so for things like fear, anxiety, OCD, imposter syndrome, you name it, you fill in the blank of an issue, then why would you wait? Why would you take years? And I've talked about this, again, on longer podcasts. But the thing is, this is personal development. Yes, I know you want to change those fears, those anxieties, get your confidence, start really getting the successes you need. Not you need, the successes you're due. They're yours. They're yours for the taking. But the thing is, I think we see life or personal development as a journey. And to me, journeys are absolutely bloody boring. Because all we're thinking about is a destination, aren't we? We've got to start, got to slog through it till we get to the destination. And the thing about personal development, there's a destination, but you'll never bloody get there. Never in a month of Sundays. Never in a month of Sundays. So, what do? Well, I think we can call it a journey if you're going to call it the hero's journey, where you leave. You leave in your mind to grow, to learn things. And you're going to have a few obstacles. Maybe you have to get rid of that and let go of that fear, learning what that fear is trying to do for you, and then let it go. Anxiety, all the same thing. We learn what those issues are trying to do for you and get your unconscious mind to find a better way. This is simples of therapy. But then it's an adventure. Learning new things. Taking time. And sometimes we will trip up a little bit, won't we? And the thing, it's how you get up, not how you fall, and making sure you get up one more time than you've fallen over, you've tripped up a little bit. But the thing is, I think knowing that you'll never arrive is a weird thing to contemplate and think about. It's a little bit counterintuitive because I want to arrive. I've got this destination and the destination will never be there, will it? But when we know, and that's a good thing, by the way, when we know we'll never arrive, it means this adventure is always going to continue. We're always going to be able to find new things to make ourselves even better than before. And enjoy the process. Enjoy the adventure. Enjoy the little side tracks that you go down to find new things, to find them interesting, and become interested and interesting. And then come back onto the path again, your path. You see, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you want to enjoy the hero's journey? Why wouldn't you want to just enjoy the process of being you, evolving to be the best version of yourself? And in this 5-minute quickie, there's no process. Well, sometimes there's a process, but generally it's things to think about, reframing things in our mind. And maybe you could just, like I do, and join me in thought of, do I have a destination? What am I aiming for? The best version of myself? What are the steps in the adventure? The ones that sometimes are too big. Maybe then I can think, well, actually, I just got to pull it back a little bit, make the steps smaller and keep that wonderful feeling. Can I take time to rest and notice the beauty of this adventure? And I think when we just sit down and think about those things, it makes it even richer, and it makes that connection with your unconscious mind even more stronger, because your unconscious mind realizes it's a good thing to do to protect you in a comfortable way and find this beauty where you can be so grateful for being on this little old planet Earth and doing our best. Anyway, that's the 5-minute quickie. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do let me know if you could. You know my email address, and if you don't, it's feedback@personaldevelopmentunplugged.com. I'd love to know your feedback. I'd love to have your feedback. Good, bad, or indifferent. I'd love it, because I want to improve. I want to make the best of my adventure, because this, believe it or not, is some of the steps on making me a better person and being able to share. I know I'm not going to ask you to share this episode, because I wouldn't want you not to share it right now. Anyway, until the next time, my friend, have more fun than you can stand and go fly. And if you want to know what the 5-minute quickies are all about, if you're new here, just stay on to a little bit longer after the flying, and I'll explain it all to you. Okay? See you next time.
Warning, you are now leaving the unplugged mind of Paul Clough. It's time to fly on your own. Be brave, my friend.
Personal Development Unplugged.
Hey, welcome to the 5-minute quickie. And if you're new here, just a little explanation what a 5-minute quickie podcast is with the Personal Development Unplugged podcast. But it's basically me just musing, and hopefully getting you to muse, to think. Think about different things just over, say, 5 minutes, and maybe you'll take them away. Those thoughts, develop them, and maybe we can develop them together in a longer podcast. Sometimes they'll be, well, they're never 5 minutes, I tell you that now, or very rarely. There may even be a little process there, I don't know, but it's things that I've come across, read, heard, and just something I want to share with you. Just to think and to probe and get ourselves in a way that we can just keep striving to be that little bit different, a little bit better, so we can be the change we want to see in others and be the change we want to be in ourselves. Just a thought. Just becoming aware of maybe what is new, what we can do. When we start thinking of things like that, I believe it means we start to create those things as well. Because you have a feeling. The feeling that those thoughts generate, and that feeling will, I think, resonate into action and results. Anyway, that's a quick roundup intro of the 5-minute quickie.